How was year 2 at defensive back for you this now, Miles?
It's going great. I'm excited to see the growth that I can have from year 1 to year 2, and just see the growth that we can have as a team from year 1 to year 2. Well, year 3 to year 4 for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited.
And I know Coach Henry yesterday talked about in that defensive secondary, you kind of stepping into a leadership role. Like, what does that look like? How comfortable are you in that? Like, what do you need to accomplish there?
I'm pretty sure leading is never comfortable. It shouldn't be, but I'm not afraid to speak to guys. I'm not afraid to be confrontational. So if I need to be, I need to get on somebody about what they're not doing right. But I also have to understand I need to be on point too, so I can't be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely is a challenge, but I'm ready to step up to the challenge. I am stepping up to the challenge.
What do you guys want to accomplish as a secondary? I know there's a lot of young guys a year ago, Miles. Like, what's that look like for you to take that step this year?
And just communicating better, doing everything that's little better. All the communication, all the details, just making sure we all on the same page, because it doesn't really matter about talent any program. It's about, can you guys play together? If you see the Brooklyn Nets play, I like this. This is like my favorite example. You got Kevin Durant, James Harden, and you got Kyrie Irving. They couldn't win a championship, but you got to play together. Period. That's it. You got to play together.
I guess talk about that analogy. What does that look like to you when someone's playing together, and how do you kind of foster that?
Man, the New England Patriots. I feel like even though they had the greatest quarterback of all time, but if you look at the skill guys around them, they didn't have like one of the best receivers in the league every year. They had a great tight end, great scheme, but I feel like as a whole, they just knew how to play together.
I guess how did this offseason look different for you? I know you had position switch last year. How did this offseason look different for you being in the secondary kind of the whole time?
Man, I mean, I feel like it's the same when I was at receiver. I've always been a hard worker, so every day I'm at it. Even after the regular workouts that we have, I'm always trying to watch more film, do more things to prepare my body for where I need to be once we get to the fall. So.
As Aaron and the rest of the defensive coaches kind of laid out, what kind of identity this defense wants to have?
Yeah, hard nose, just physical, fast, but just flying around. That's it. Just flying around, communicating, a bunch of guys on the same page.
Well, it seems for you there's a comfort level now of not being thrown into the water at a new position. Like, what does that look like for you on the field in terms of what you're able to do, or maybe play faster? I don't know if that's
most definitely. Man, I feel great because I was able to get my feet wet year 1 at playing safety, and now year 2, I don't fall for certain things that I did year 1. So that's what anything that someone does, you're gonna get better from year 1 to year 2 because you know what to do now and what not to do.
It seems like Coach Henry and Coach Bielema yesterday talked about a different way defensive backs meet this year. Instead of being corners and safeties, you guys are all under the same umbrella. How do you think that can help you guys?
Man, that's great. And like I said, that just keeps everybody on the same page, especially in the back end. And then you got corners that's young that might not be able to see me if we were still separated, because I'm a safety, so I might not be able to talk to them guys all the time. So it's great to have everyone in the same room, have that camaraderie, and just be able to talk to each other and let each other know, hey man, you should do this or you shouldn't do this, you know?
What has Coach Gibbs added to that room just in the short time you've known him?
Experience, you know. Man, he told me this is 35th year coaching, I believe, but the dude knows the game, you know what I'm saying? So I try to be around him and soak up as much knowledge as I can. And I feel like everybody else should be doing the same, whether you play outside linebacker, middle linebacker, someone who knows football. It don't matter what position.
Did you enjoy it this time of year? I mean, do you spring ball fun? Is it horrible? Tell me, what's your emotion when you get into this thing?
Man, it's great. I love spring ball. I love football. I feel like if you love football, you're gonna love spring ball. So it's just a chance to perfect your craft before you get into fall camp. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We're gonna get 15 practices, so you just gotta take advantage of each one. And you don't have to practice the day after. You get a day in between, so you get some time to recover. You know what I'm saying? So it's great.
Miles, you're not maybe as young as some of the other guys in the room, but experience-wise in the secondary, you're still maybe on the same footing. How much can last year just collectively help you guys? Just and that I'm thinking back to when Sid was a freshman and Quan, those guys had tough years when they stepped up. How much can just those experiences help you?
Man, I don't know. I just try to learn from them. Actually, Sydney and Quan was just back, so I was able to talk to them about things that I can do to help the younger guys, because now I'm in that position where I have to lead. I need to lead. So I'm just trying to learn from them as best as I can and just put it together some way, somehow.